Okay. So today we are going to be talking about dashboard. Everything we've learned so far. The dashboard, we are going to be talking about dashboard, how to actually build a dashboard. From everything we've learned, we are going to use the same data set that we've been using to practice. All right. So, well, first of all, let's bring in those data sets. So, okay. Yeah. We already know how to master some of these things, how to, bring in all of these data sets. Okay. I think I brought in one. Let's bring in the next one. Remember what I said about these two? You're going to see a table and the file. Hold on. So you always go for the sheet. If you can, then you load. Remember, we did not clean this data. We assume that it's already clean. So we just load it up. All right. Then the cookies. So let's try to fix, because you notice that the dashboard did not update. Sorry, the tables were not connected. So let's see those tables that were not connected. I showed you how to turn on that table connection feature on your own in Power BI. I showed you that. So let's see the table. You can see the model. So the customers table and the cookies type did not match, did not connect automatically. The reason being that the column name do not match. So we're supposed to have something like this, because this is our fact table. So this product is same thing as cookie types. So what do you suggest we should do? Should we always come and connect it manually here, or should we go and change this one to cookie, this name now, this cookie types to products, so that it will, Power BI will automatically connect it for us? What do you suggest? Someone said my volume is low. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
On my side, I hear you, sir.
Very clearly, right?
Yes, clear and loud.
All right. So please, Cindy, what do you suggest we do? Because we notice that each time we load this data, it doesn't automatically connect, just like this too. So should we leave it like that? We'll always do it manually, or should we go and change this table name so that it would match with this one? Just like this one now, you see, customer ID matches with this one. So what do you suggest?
I suggest we connect them, sir.
We connect them by ourselves, right?
Yes.
Anyone have a contrary opinion? Can we have a different opinion? Kiki, what do you think?
We should change the table name so that both can connect,
All right,
as
that's
in
fine.
the
So we have two contrary
product and
opinion.
cookie type.
Yeah, we have two contrary opinion. We need a third party, a third person. Mr. Nachembe, I think he's a lady. Nachembe, what do you think? Who do you support, Kiki or Sindue?
Yeah, I think I support Kiki, but I don't
Kiki.
have valid reasons. I'll have to hear more.
Okay. Why are you supporting Kiki? Why?
She has a history of getting it right.
Ah,
Oh, oh,
ah.
Ah,
Oh no. But did you hear what she said, or you just believe that she's right in whatever she said?
I'm just assuming and hoping I'm right.
Okay, but do you know what the question is? Do you know what we are trying to solve here? So each time we load this data, we notice that these two tables do not connect while these two connect. And the reason why these two always connect is because customer ID is customer ID here, so they have similar table. But it tries to do the same thing here, and it notices that, oh, there is no, it will try to use this cost. There's no cost here. It tries to use customer ID. There's no customer ID here. It tries to use date. There is no date. It tries to use other ID. None is here. It tries to use product, and there is no product here. And the same thing with other ones. And it doesn't connect because there's nothing.
you low now.
But this product and this cookie type is the same thing. When you
You like
open the
it?
table, what you have here is what is here. So it's supposed to connect. But the only reason why they are not
Oh,
connecting is because this name is different from this name. If they must
oh,
connect, the name here must be the same as the name here. So it does not have the ability to go into the table and see by itself that, oh, it is the same. Let me just connect. So how do we solve this? Do we keep doing it manually by ourselves, or should we just change this name so that it will look at it and say, oh, this is the name? And Chembe, are you still with me? Chembe.
Yes, sir, I'm following.
Okay. Did you hear what I said? Everything I explained? Or you were discussing with somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear everything I explained to you?
No, sir, not clearly. I was a little bit disturbed. I was connecting my gadgets.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just keep listening. Someone else should. Aribiton, yeah. Aribiton, are you here? Help us. Who do you support? Can you unmute, sir?
Okay, good evening, boss.
Yeah, how are you doing?
So sorry, I just joined the class not too long, so
Oh, that's
I'm very
fine.
well, thank you. How are you too?
That's fine. Okay. Okay, Marco Chuku is here. I think Marco is Isaac is not here yet. Marco, what do you think? Who are you supporting in this debate?
Uh, it's I can't really say. I haven't been following your class because of my work schedule, but I can't really say, sir. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You
Yeah,
follow up. We have
yeah, we follow.
McPherson, Mr. McPherson, success. What do you think, sir? Okay. Is he here?
So
McPherson?
I think we should connect it manually too.
Okay, we should do it manually, right? Okay, that solves it.
Yes, sir.
So let's just connect it. So we'll take products, bring it on top of cookie type, and it connects. It will ask us which are we sure that we want to connect products to cookie type. All right. So you can see new relationship. You're trying to create a new relationship, and it is between, if you check, it is between other table and cookie table. So other table is on top because I'm pulling this one from other table to cookie table. So it will be on top. You can see this is the other table. Order. This is the name of the table. I can change it. I can select the customer table. So it will automatically bring the customer table on top. It means, or I can do that manually. I can come here and drag. Instead of taking from here to here, I can take from here to here. It still works. You can see now, cookie type is on top because I took from here to here. So it's just the same thing. Here. So, and it is one to many because it's just the primary key is here, the foreign key is here, then we save, and then that connection happens. So we've solved the issue of connection. Our tables are connected now and we are good to go. So we'll come back to here. So this is where you build your dashboard. Let's start by understanding everything that is here. And I hope we understand it today, like we finish explaining everything today so that we get to build a dashboard. As you already know, file is for, all of these things, saving your work. This is how to save your work when you want to start designing or building your dashboard or building your reports. This place is where you use. So the first thing you need to do, just like Excel, remember in Excel, right, you save your work first. So you click on this one, then you click on Save As. You can see my previous work, all the work I've done here. So you click on Save As. It is going to bring up all of these things for you. Let me keep this thing down here. It's going to bring up, these are other jobs you've done, but your own may be clean because you don't have anyone. So you're going to also see browse this device. You can save it in your OneDrive. You can use SharePoint. Then you can use this one as well. Then I'm going to click on this one to take me to my device. So you can choose wherever I want to save it. So let's say I want to put it in my desktop, or I just want to put it in desktop anyway. Then inside that desktop, let me say I want to create a new folder. I'll create a new folder, new, where I want to put it. Maybe I want to name it Power BI. Power BI. Power BI project. It could be project, it could be Power BI practice, it could be Power BI sales data, whatever. Just your Power BI, name it whatever you like, but I can just name it Power BI cookie project. Cookies project. Good. And that's the name. I'll then double tap. So this is where it's going to save. Inside that folder, I'll click on save. Did it open the folder for me? Desktop. Where's Power BI? Power BI, okay. Power BI cookie project. Okay, here, file name. I also need to put the file. That folder I created is the name of the folder that I want to save it inside Power BI cookies project. Then you need to name the file. You need to name the file. That is the project itself that you're writing in Power BI. Let me call it cookies sales. Cookies sales is the name. Then the format, the file type is Power BI file. Is extension is PBX. That is PBIX. That is the extension. By default, once you are saving a file, it will automatically pick the right extension for you. If you are saving it from, let me mute everyone again. If you are saving it from Excel, it will be XLXX. It will bring the Excel extension. If you're saving it from PDF, it will bring up the PDF. If you're saving it from Docs, it will bring up .docs. If you're saving from Power BI, it will bring up PBIX. But if it doesn't, which I doubt, it will always, but if it doesn't, you just click here and select the file type here. So after putting the name of the file, you just save it, click on save, and it saves your file there. You can see the name has changed here, cookie sales. This is now the name of this project. All right. So if you go to your computer, let me go to my computer and go to where my computer is so where's Power BI? Look at Power BI cookie. Look at the folder. If I open the folder, I'm going to see the cookie sales, which is the project I'm currently working on. So if you want to share with anybody, maybe if I give you assignments, this is this is the file you're going to submit, because this contains the project you've done, your assignments. You click on this one and submit it as a file. Do you understand? So let's go back to Power BI. So now we have saved our file. Remember, when you're working, just keep pressing Ctrl S to keep saving it. or you can use this save to keep saving it. Then you can see all these other things. You can see your options and setting if you want to do any setting. Then home, in this home file, you can see all the things you can do. When you start designing here, this is going to become active. You can cut, you can format painter, you can copy, you can do all of this. Here is to get your data. We've used this a couple of times. You can get your data as a cell file, as one lake catalog from SQL and all of that. Then you can see all these recent sources. You can see your transform data. This one is when we want, if you want to. So when you're loading your data, you can transform or load or cancel, remember. So, but in case you forgot to transform, just like I wanted to transform this data, if I had wanted to change the name of this cookies table now, that product, if I wanted to change this cookie type to product so that it will connect, if Kiki had won, but just Cindy will later won, and we said we should leave it like that. But if we had wanted to change it, instead of deleting this data, like I'll have to delete and then re-upload it again so that I'll have access to that transform. I don't have to go through that. I'll just simply come to this transform. If I click on transform, you can see transform data, data source. So I'll just click on transform. It will now bring up Power Query for me. This is Power Query. You can see. This is Power Query, see? It brings Power Query up. And look at our three tables here, the order table, the customer table, and the cookies type. This is Power Query now. We came back to Power Query. We can see that applied step. Do you see that? It does exactly the same thing. Source, navigate. So the navigation we did, we navigated from, it picked everything we did. The source was importing the data in Power BI. We navigated from Power BI to Power Query. Then Power Query automatically promoted the header. You can see the first row as header. And now change type. So if I want to change this one, cookie type, I wanted to change that name. You can see cookie type, this column name. I'll just come here and change it to maybe product. You can see it's now product. So Power BI will automatically detect the relationship when we load this one. Or if we didn't automatically, if we didn't manually do it, now that we've changed this one, it automatically detect that product, that's this thing. So you can see, I'll just cancel because I didn't want to do this. I'll just cancel it. It will return back to the normal. So you can see that transform brought us back here. Now let's go back. We'll just come here, we'll close. Instead of close and apply, we'll click on this button and close because we don't want to apply any changes at all. Then we'll close and go back to Power BI. We are back to Power BI now. So that's the work of this transform. So if you have new data, you can refresh just like we have refresh in pivot table, right? So you can refresh your data if you have any new data or whatever, anything like if we had gone to change that name. So we'll just come here and refresh and Power BI will now detect the change we make. Or you can use refresh when you import when there's a new data. Like if this data now is connected to a source. So that source and there's an input, maybe you're collecting data from maybe your students or something. So each student that fills a new form and submits, it should automatically update here. But you have to come here and refresh it manually for it to update. Except you use something we call auto refresh. We'll get to that when you go to Power BI online. When you go to Power BI service, you'll be able to automatically refresh data. You can turn on that and you can say, okay, I want it to refresh every 3 minutes, every 30 minutes, every 5 hours, every day, every 7 days, you can choose that option, all right? But here is manual. Then usual, this is your new visual, like here are the visuals anyway. Then you can also write your text with this function, like just like text, you want to write text, you can just drag it and then write text. So you can see, I can now write text here. You see, you can edit it just like your Excel. Everything that Excel does, You can do that here as well. So I'll just remove it. Then you can more visual, so you can see if you come here, you can see more visual. Then all this thing, quick measure. Remember we did measure the other time, and then you have publish. Publish, you get to publish when you want to now push your work to online, where you can share with your colleague, where you can save it online, so that even if you're not with your system, you can still have access to your work from anywhere remotely. All right. Then I already mentioned this Copilot some time ago for you. This is like the AI in this Power BI. So if you have a data set, you can tell this Copilot to analyze it for you and it will do all the job as an AI. So here is insert. In this insert, you can just literally see everything that is there. This is like inserting text, button. So if you want to insert button or shape, navigation, we are going to use all of these things when we start. If you want to put a shape, you can use insert to put shape. If you want to bring in image, maybe the company you're working for, you want to use their logo, then you can use insert to bring that in. The modeling has to do with, I think, managed role. This is like if you want to give access to somebody or some people, managed role that you can give them access to your work, the kind of access you want to give them, whether just to view, to edit, and all of this. Then view deals with your design, anything that has to do with design, page layouts, mobile layout, all of these things. Design, changing design color and all that. Then optimize and then help. So let's begin. Now, this is the top part. We already know everything here. This is where you are now. Report view. Then this is the table. You want to see your table, like a preview of your table. You can use this to see a preview of each of the table. If you click on customer, it shows you the customer's table. If you click on order, it shows you the other table. Then this is model. The model is your, obviously, is your table relationship, right? Then DAX. Well, this is not I think we did DAX last time, right? So, but this is not where you write your DAX. So this is, you can write DAX here too, but we did how to write DAX appropriately that the other time. Then if you come down here, you can see we are in the laptop view. You can also view it in mobile, but just like Excel, this is a page where you are. It is called page. In Excel, it is called what? Who can remind us what it is called in Excel? Can anyone help us?
Sheet.
What? Sheet. Sheet. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, the
that's
worksheet.
correct. Worksheet, that's correct. So
It's a worksheet, yeah.
worksheet, that's correct. So this is here, it is called pages. So you can have as many pages as you want. Sometimes if you're analyzing data, all the things you want to do, it's just like when you're writing an exam, intelligent students, they will say extra sheets. So sometimes this place will not enter all your visual. So you want more pages. You can have as many pages, as many visuals as you want. And you can also rename it. Maybe this one, most times, this one will always be your overview. You can call it overview. You can call it anything you want. Then that is it about this one. Then here in your right side, you have the filter. Here is applying your filter. The same way you have filter and sort in Excel. So when we start building, you can see how to use all of these filters. So this is filter, like if you want to filter to a particular, maybe for that table that we use, we have so many type of cookies. We have oatmeal cookie, we have sugar, we have raisin. So if you want to filter for just oatmeal cookie, then you can use here to apply it. Then this is now the main place, these visuals. This is the main place that you are here for. This is the engine house. This is where you build all your report from. This build visual. So these are all the different charts that you're going to be using. The first one here is for stacked bar charts. So this is a preview of how it looks. Stacked bar charts. You can see it is stacked. And when we start using it, you're going to see it in action. Then the next one is stacked column charts. This is like the horizontal. This is the vertical one. You can see how it looks. and you already know how to use all of these things, when to use them, and of course. So the next one is the clustered bar chart. You can see how it looks. This is when you want to compare two things, like you want to show maybe the year and maybe the sales and the year. So in 2000 and so this was sold. So we use all of this, and this is the opposite of it, the vertical of it. So who can tell us when to use this and when to use this? So most times you don't want, when you want to, and the names are too long, you don't want someone to bend while reading your charts. You can just use this one because it's the same thing. These two, this stacked column chart and bar chart, they are the same thing. It's just the slant and the vertical. Then you have this 100% stacked. This one, I already showed you how to use it. If you want to stack, instead of using this one now to show these two information separately in separate charts, you can stack them in this one. So this from here, this first one now, it represent this down. Then the second one, this one represent the one up, and then another one and another one, as many as possible. This one just helps you to save space, but they're all the same. Then you have the 100% stats column charts. You can see you can stack the charts on top of each other to save your space. And then we talked about line charts. Line charts. Who can remind us line charts, what it's used for? Who can remind us again quickly?
If you want to record a period of time, sir.
Great. So if you want to record any data that has to do with over time, something that happened over time, your line chart is your best go-to. All right. Then you have your area charts. This one records information that has to do with just like the name area, just over time in a particular place or so. And then you have your stacked area charts. You can see you can have them on top of each other. And then you have your 100% stacked area charts, the almost same thing. Then you have this one. This is line and stacked column chart, line chart and stacked column chart. So if you want to show the sales that was made by different countries over time, can you see that? So this is now showing, each bar shows each country, then over time. So with this, you can see, the movement of the sale over that period of time. Then you also have it here. Then you also have ribbon chart. This one, you hardly use it. I don't know. I've never ever used this one. I guess it has no use, but definitely when you go advanced, you see some of the use of this thing. Then waterfall charts, you can see. Then you also have the funnel. This one, I think this one records like hierarchy, something like hierarchy. Then this one records, this is scattered plots. So scattered plots is like when you are representing data that has to do with event that happen in different regions over time. Like if you're recording the spread of disease in a party, maybe in Gambia, or the spread of disease in Kano, you can say, okay, you want to record. So you can see that that disease affected different people in different areas in Kano. So to pick those exact points that those people are, you use scattered plots. Then you have your powerful pie charts. Who can remind us? Pie chart is synonymous to something. That's something you must hear or something you must be doing before you think of pie chart. Pie chart. What is it?
When you
Percentage.
use percentage,
Percentage, exactly. So whenever you hear percentage of, so a lot of people mistake this pie chart. A lot of people mistake it to like representing the size of each sector. This is the mostly abused chart in history. Mostly abused. People just want to show, okay, that greenhouse called this, red house called this, yellow house called this. They'll go and use this pie chart because it shows at a glance, you can see that red house has this particular size, they are the highest, but that's not the use. You're trying to compare what red house did against the overall team or against the overall players or whatever. So it's always a particular percentage against the entire percentage. So you want to see out of this 100%, how many percent is red house? You know, so okay, red house is 43%. It means there is still 57% somewhere that has not been claimed, and that 57% must be filled. That is how to use this one. Then donut chart is just the same thing as bar chart. They do the same, but just some people don't like the full cycle. They just want to have one like that, and they use it. Then you have this one as well, tree map. We are going to use this tree map sometime. That's a project in SQL. Then we have this map. Map is like geographical. I think it's well as map and this field map, two of them. So you get to a point where you begin to hear about GIS. This is where you use map to, represent regions, countries. You're talking about countries, talking about, space. Like in Nigeria, if you're talking about something that happened in Kano, in Kaduna, then you're using the map of Nigeria to represent that particular region that thing happened. You have your Azure map. You have your gauge. Gauge is just, almost same as do not chart, but half of it. So you want to show the gauge. It's like your gauge of your car. So something like the level that something is against the full. Then you have your most popular card. This is your card, your KPI card. So you just use the card. You use this card to show numbers, to just show numbers at a glance. That's just it. That's nothing else you use it for except just to show numbers at a glance. Then you also have your some of these charts you won't be using them except for these popular ones that we just talked about. Kelly influencer, all these things, question and answer. So you have this one, you don't have any need for it, um, narrative, goals, all these things. This one is Python visual, so we are not doing Python, so you don't have business with that. Then you have your pagination reports. You have your card. So this card and this card, they are not this. They are the same thing. They show you the same thing, but this one can carry more. So this card, I actually added this. So you can see here, anything you want to do that is not here, like this is not original. This is the original one that it comes with. I just added this one by myself. You just come here, see these three dots. You can see get more visual. If there's any visual you want to add that is not here, or you want to, get some, add some style to your work, you can come to get more visual, click on it. You can see get more visual. You can even import a visual from a file somewhere that you've done. You can also remove a visual, and you can also restore a visual. So let's click on get more visual. Remember, you have to be online for this one to work. You have to turn on your data for this one to work. But normally using Power BI, you don't have to turn on your data. You don't have to have internet access to use Power BI, but to use this very feature, which is adding your visual, because you have to go online. You can see we have so many new visuals. You can see they do the same different things. It's just like adding new apps to your phone. This one is water cup. So depending on your need, if what you want to design is not there already, you can see this one, word cloud, text search. So if this one is just to search for text quickly, that's what it does. Timeline slicer, you can see slicer, I see a funnel, see this one, you can see all these are date picker. This one picks date for you. You see, different. This one is HTML. So this is another advanced card. See that card I showed you? I told you I downloaded. This is an advanced card. If you want to use it now, we can just click on it. You can see master filter. You can as many, or you can even come here and search for a new, just search. There are so many of them. You can't even scroll all. So you can also put image. This one now help you to put image in your work. All right, this is map. This is like an advanced map. This one now will be better than the one that is there by default. Maybe you want to add style to your map to make it look good. See this one, cycle KPI gauge. You see, your map will just look like this. It will show you the percentage. So let's pick like 2 or 3 and see how they work. Let's pick this one. Let's pick this card. So you just click on it if you want to add it. You just click on it to open the information about that particular. It looks like the web page resources. Okay, it does not exist. I think maybe I need to install something. I don't know. So let me just how do I cancel this one? Okay, let me just keep it. It's not even going out. Maybe it's my network. How do I cancel it? That's covered everywhere. Probably need to shut down my Power BI. So, but let me keep it one side first and continue the class. So that's how to get more visual. So you can see this is like it is using my keyboard though. I have to solve it first before anything else. Unfortunately.
And Control Z just work it and undo it. Can you use Control Z to
No, it doesn't
just
work. Control Z will not work because it's like a full page on its own. I guess I have to shut down Power BI because it's hanging and it's holding every other thing. Let's see. Okay. No, it still can't work. What do we do? What do we do? Let me see if I can cancel.
Try using Alt F4.
It's not even canceling. Okay, I think we succeeded in removing it. Okay, we don't want to go out. Okay, good. So that one is gone. We've solved that challenge. So that's about it. This one is Power Automate. I use this Power Automate for one particular project. You can automate so many things here, like automate your reports, whereby if new data comes in, it automatically you can even send an alert maybe to your stakeholders that a new data has maybe there's a new entry, just you can set it up. Power Apps, you have your Power Apps, you have Power Automate, you have your ArcGIS. See, I was talking about ArcGIS just now. So it's really interesting when you start building. So let's start. You already know about data. This is where you have your data that you're going to work with. So the two most powerful parts is these visuals and your data that you're working with. So the first thing to start is to know your kind of data already. You have seen that this is a sales data. So the reason why you need to know the kind of data you're working in is because different data have their different ways, that different dashboard. Like the way you build a business a business or a transactional report is not the same way your hospital report should appear. It's not the same way your what other reports, your HR reports. We have HR like employee reports. They are all different. Like not not like they are different, but the information you should be showing on your dashboard, that it should be different. If you're treating a health report or a health data set, their language is different from a normal business data set. Then it's different from just like that. So this is business. Let me show you something. Let's go to Google. If we go to Google and search for, let's search for business. Okay, let's say sales data or sales report, sales dashboard in Power BI. So you can see, this is how it looks. Most sales data you see, this is how it looks. There's something common. If you look around them, I'm not opening them, but you can see this is sales report, this is sales report, this is sales report. This is what is common here. You can see at a glance, you can see numbers up here. You can see they are common in all of them. You can see numbers. This AI should rest. Let me remove it. You can see at a glance, you can see numbers, right? You can see it's common in all of them. See numbers. Any sales report you open, look at this one. See numbers on top here. These things are called card. That's that card, KPI card. You can see the numbers here. So at a glance, because once you look at a sales dashboard, the first thing you want to see is like the figure, like you want to see your total sales that was made, the total amount, so that every other thing is now explaining how these things were gotten. This is like the total sales that was made. You can see, oh, at a glance, we made this total sales. You can see the total, maybe if it was a health data, you can see the total number of patients that was treated. You can see the total number of disease that was cured. You can see the total number of, maybe total number of revenue that was spent. If it was a sales data, you can see the total number of revenues that was generated. You can see the total number of sales that amounted to that revenue. You can see the total number of customers who have, something like that. If it was the HR data, you can see the total number of staff that we have, employee. You can see the total number of current staff. You can see the total number of attrition, those people that left, and so many. So these are data that we want to see at a glance. So if we now saw that the total revenue that was generated in this business over this period of year that we are considering in this data is this, then every other thing here we are working on is proving how this was gotten. Maybe you can say, okay, total sales from different region. Maybe it's in Canada, all the sales from Ontario, all the sales from One, all the sales from Alberta, all the sales, everything here now all amount to this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you can see it is very common in sales data that you have your KPI card. See KPI cards, all the whole sales data you have. So it's good you understand how a thing should be before you start already. So you can see the dashboard here. You can see look at this, look at this, look at this. You can see all of them have one thing in common, the KPI card. So now let's go back to our own and see how we can start. So the first thing, your dashboard should obviously have a topic, like a heading, okay? Some people like to put a background. They don't want to work on this normal background, but I can just start building. Maybe I want to build my heading. I can just come here, see this box, or I can just come here to more shapes. I can insert shape, come to shape, then click on this one, and then I'll put a shape. So this shape is now going to be my heading. Put it here, just like in Excel. I'll put it here in the middle. I can say, okay, I want to put the logo of the company here, or I want to write the name. So I will now carry text. See text box, right? I'll now type the name. Maybe the name is Data Africa Sales Report for 2024, 2025. So this is it. So It is very small. I will just highlight it and then increase the size to maybe 28. It's now bigger. So I can also make it bold. I can change the color to anything I want. If black is good, then it's fine. Then I'll reduce this. I'll reduce this. So this is where I want it to be. I'll just carry it and put where I want it to be. Now, inside here that I want it to be, it is showing that background. So I'll click here and edit. So I'll just click on it. You can see, I can come here. I want to remove the background. I can change just normal formatting, all the formattings you want to do. But this background now, if you click on this particular shape, it is highlighting only this shape. Then you can come here and do your format text box. You can see format text box. You can see other format editing you can do. So if you open property, you can see everything that is in property. Then you close. If you open title, you can see everything that is in title. It is not turned on. You turn it on. Then you can put a title. If I want to put a title to this thing now, you can see the title, which is not what I want. So the title should remain locked. Then effect is now where I can apply editing. Then it comes to effects. I don't want background. I'll turn on off background. You can see. But it didn't solve there's still a line. I think you can still see this line. It's called the grid line. So I still need to go back to my effects and then see visual border. If I want to put border, I turn this on. Can choose the color of the border. Maybe I want it to be red. I choose red. You can see the border now. The border is there. So I'll click on it. I don't want border. I'll close the border. If I want a shadow, I'll turn on shadow. You can see the shadow already. And change the color of the shadow to red. You can see there's a red shadow there. It's looking good though, but this is heading. I don't want it. So instead of putting this background, I can even remove the background and this will now be my background. Like I can remove this and this comes with its own background. I can color it any color that I want. Maybe if I really need a background, if I expand it a bit, yeah, you can see. So some people like using background, though I don't use it. I just do my design on this page. Then this one, let me go back there and remove this thing. So that's basically the things you can do here. Then this thing here, if I just expand it a little, it will go. You can see it has disappeared. So let's say this is how I want it. I can also change the name of the color of this background though. Each shape you click on, it will bring up this formatting shape for you here. You can now start formatting it. You can change the shape. It's rectangle. You can change it to anything. Pentagon, you can see. You can change it to, you can see. You can change it to anyhow you want. Hearts. You can even change it back to rectangle. You can do a lot of, you can rotate it. You can style it the way you want. You can change the color to something like this. I think this is better. So we talked about color, right? You don't want to use shouty color like if you check that thing that we did, that we went to, you can see the best ones here are not colorful. Like this is one of the best ones. You just maintain because the coloring is not your main goal. This is a very bad work. You can see there are so many colors here. You can even hardly tell. Even without opening this one, I can appreciate it. I can see that it's a clean work. Look at this one. Color everywhere. God, this one is oh my god. Hair. So company color is also another thing. Some company like you to use their color. You can respect that, but if nothing like that, just stick to white and black. Then this one, blue or green, is also a good color to use, but you must have to know how to use combined colors for you to use them effectively. If not, stick to your black and white and a little bit of light colors. All right, so this is a bad work. You can see all these ones that color everywhere, color. In fact, you first of all struggle with color to even understand what's going on in the dashboard. Look at this one, it's even using 3D, you see? And there is even a specialist. So that's it though. It's not everything you see online that is correct. Look at it, very bad work. So coloring is a problem in most dashboards that you see. If you want to maintain yellow, you maintain yellow. If you want to just maintain, make sure you're mindful of the colors you're using. All right. So that your audience will not struggle to read what you've done, your work. So you have to be mindful of color. So if you notice, this has gone to the back. So I can just click here. I can go to format and bring it. You can see bring forward, send backward. So I want to send this shape backward. I'll click on send backward. I send it to the back. You can see send to the back. Automatically my work. This shape now will go to the back, and then this thing will come to the front. And the shape even have background. Let me see. So you have to do a good job, do your design and calm down and do your this thing. So after your title, the next thing that will come in immediately is going to be your KPI cards. Your KPI card. Remember what I told you about KPI card? Just a glance. So here, what should be in your KPI card? You've already seen the order in this order table. Definitely you want to get the total revenue. So your card, you bring out your card, then put your revenue there. It will calculate the total revenue to be 4.6 million, sum of revenue. Here it is summed up. By default, it will always sum up. So if you needed to get the average revenue, or maybe you just come to this sum here, just click on this sum, then you come choose average. If you want to get the maximum revenue, the minimum revenue, the count of total revenue, you can just do it here. All right. So what if we wanted to get the revenue for, let's see if we can apply filter. This is sum of revenue. So you apply filter when you have two things against each other, maybe revenue against, because revenue is just total, everything that's gotten. Let's say we want to plot revenue against product. We want to know which product gave us the highest revenue. So we'll come here. This will have to change to this one. Then you bring in products here as well. So you can see you now have products and revenue. I don't know if you can see this. So in the x-axis, you have what? The product. In the y-axis, you have your revenue. You can see your revenue. Your products in the x-axis, your revenue in the y-axis. So if you now want to apply filter, for example, you want to see for only chocolate chips, there are different ways of doing it anyway. You can use slicer. Okay, let me just introduce you to slicer at once. So you can decide to use slicer. This is your slicer. It looks like a funnel. Look at it here. So you can bring in your slicer. Just click on it to come up. Oh, sorry. When you're working on you can see this one is highlighted. I'm working on this chart. So if I want to bring in a new chart or do any other thing, I have to come out and click outside. If not, whatever you choose here, it will change to that chart. If I come here and click on this one, it will change to this chart. If I click on any one. But if I come out and click out, I've left this one, then anything I click here now will come out on its own. So I want to click slicer. So slicer will come out. You can easily use slicer. So the slicer, just like in Excel, you choose what you want to slice by. So I want to slice by products. I want to slice by product. So I'll carry product and put either here or here, field. I'll put it here. So these are all the products that is available. So automatically, unlike Excel where you have to connect it first, Once the slicer is there, you don't have to connect anything again. Automatically, it has connected. So if I want to see for only chocolate chips, I'll click on chocolate chips. Only chocolate chips will come up. You can see chocolate chips. If I want to choose for sugar, only sugar will be shown. So this is it. Slicer helps you to do just that. But if I don't want to use slicer, I wanted to just check by myself. So if I want to check for only sugar, this is sugar. I'll click on only sugar. It will highlight sugar for me and remove other ones. I can see that it's sugar. If I click on it again, it comes back. And then now what if I wanted to just filter it? Like I don't want to use slides, I don't want to use any of this now. I will use this filter option here. So in this filter option, you have the two field that you have here. You have the product field and the sum of sugar field, sum of revenue field, which is the revenue. This is the revenue. So you can also rename it. Remember, okay, let me not rush. I think I'm rushing too much. Maybe it's because we don't have time. I have just 10 minutes. So you can apply that filtering. Maybe you want to filter by product, or you can also filter by profit. Maybe you want to get the profit, the product that gave us so amount of profit. But let's start with the product. If you want to, as you can see, it's in all. If you click here, there will be a drop down that will show you all the products. You can see all the products. If I want to filter for only chocolate chips, I'll choose only chocolate chips. That's filtered it. But I don't want to filter by product, so I can do advanced filtering and top N. Remember, if you want to get the top 5, top 6, so I want to get the top. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to get the top 3. I'll click on top N. Top what? It will ask you whether you want to get the top or the bottom. If you want to get the lowest 3, if you want to get the top 3. So I want to get the top 3. I'll just put 3 here. Then by value, it is asking you, how do we calculate the top? How do we know which one is top or down? So obviously you have to tell it that it is by revenue. So you have to go and drag revenue and put in this filter by revenue. Then once you click on apply, you can see apply filter. It will apply the filter for you. It gives you the top 3. Chocolate chip, these are the top 3. If you want to change it to top bottom, it will give you the lowest 3. You can see these are the lowest 3. Snickerdoodle. If you remove this filtering, let's remove the filtering, basic filtering. You can do basic filtering and just filter it straight. You can do advanced filtering, and you can say, okay, you want to filter by the one that contains. You can now choose does not contain, starts with, does not start with. So Power BI will break everything down for you. You don't need to suffer yourself. It will break everything down for you step by step, anyhow you want it. All right. So I just remove that filtering. So that settles everything about filtering. Then can we actually build a full dashboard today with that 5 minutes, 7 minutes? Okay, I think these are the important things that I'm pointing out. So now let's throw this away. I'll just remove this. Now that we understand everything here, let's start with building a professional dashboard. So the next thing that will come is obviously your card. So your revenue, you want to know the total revenue. So it says sum of revenue, but I want it to be total revenue. So while clicking on this, I can come here. If you look at this place, you can change the name here, or you just click on this, format your visual. You click on this second one. It gives you opportunity to format your visual. Click on cell value. This is the value. You can change, can increase the size, the font. You can see the font is increasing. You can reduce it anyhow you want. You can bolden it. It's now bold. You can italic, you can underline it if you want. You can also change the color to any color you want. You can see. You can also change the units. You can see it's in million. You can click here to change it to none. You don't want any units. You can see it will bring out the complete money, which is not advisable. You always have to abbreviate. Then you can change it to 1,000. You want it to be in 1,000, but that thing is in millions. So obviously it's going to turn to, it's going to bring it, like it's going to reduce it to, like, put this K for you, 4,600,000. And so it's going to bring out the K. Then if you want it in million, it's going to bring it, just shorten it to million for you and all that. If you want it in billion, even if it's not to billion, it will still respond to you. All right, so leave it in million. Then this author is like decimal place. Don't worry about that. You can add decimals, many decimals as you want. Then that's it about call out value. Then the category label, which is this name here. You can come here, open it, and modify. I want it to be bold. You can see it's bold. If I want it to change, if I want to change the color, I can also do that. Then you can also off it if you want. If you don't want that, you can off it. Now, if you off it, you need, remember, you need to tell the person what here is for. So what if I want to bring it on top? I want it to be a title on top. So I can just come to this general. General means I want to do extra things. I'll come to general. You can see property. I can see the property, of course, the size and the shape. I don't have business with that. Then title, I want to put a title. I'll turn on the title, turn it on. Then I'll put the title. Maybe I want to call it total sales. I'll call it total revenue. Sorry, I want to call it total revenue. So this is the name. You can see it on top. So I can format it, different way. I can increase the font size, I can change it to bold, which is no need changing it to bold because this is not the main attention. This figure is the main data here that you want to show. There's no point bolding this one. Just leave it light. It's when I see this one first, then I want to know what this is for. That's when I now look for the title. Do you get? So always send your audience to the right data. Show them you are the person presenting. So you show them what they should see first. So at a glance, I can see this figure first. I will now wonder, oh, what is this 4.69 million for? I will now look and find, oh, it's total revenue. So I won't bold on this one. I can also change the color, but the color is fine. But if your background color is a different color, so you may want to change this one to white or something that fits the background, then I can also give it a background, which is really not necessary. I can say, okay, I want it to have a red background. It doesn't make sense. You're just sending attention to where it's not needed. So I'll just remove it. There's no point. So I can bring it to the middle. I can take it to the other side. I can just leave it in the middle. I can even add a subtitle, like a title under the title, like this. If I put it, I can have, which is not necessary. It's not okay. It's gonna be waste of your time. I can also put a divider. I want to have something. You see, you can actually beautify your work and make it look really, really good. But now, remember, we still have this sum of revenue down here and title up here. So I will just come back to visual and turn off this one. It's gone. I only have the title on top. So it's a different design. So let's see if we can do something about this gap. This gap that is too much. Remember, if you remove it, this is how it's going to look. So we'll come back to visual, come back here, then go to general, then title. We are still in title. You can see I can the size. Oh, there's nothing we can do here. So I'll close title. I can add divider. I can even add space. You can come to spacing. You see, Power BI has done everything for you, just for you to know how to master and use them. So the space here, I can turn on customize space. It is by default 5 pixel. If I bring it down, let me see. Okay, that's not the actual space. Okay, we leave it at 5. Leave it closed. Then effects, it must definitely be in effects. So we'll go to effects and see. I can even remove it. This is transparency to 0, white color. The background is white already. Then data shadow. These things are not giving me what I want. I should be able to. Okay, the title. Let me see. Position. Can you see position? I think we can use position to. Okay, position of that's the entire this thing. Okay, that's fine. So we are still in this title. We want to actually adjust something. Heading. We can change the heading size. Divide. Okay, it should be in this spacing, of course. Space between label and, you can see. Let's expand this thing and see. And value. This is space between label and value. So why is it not reducing? Okay, let's not waste time on that. I will figure it out and see why. Because this is space between label and okay. It's not increasing. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it, I see. Can reduce it, man, I see. And we're here wasting our time since, okay? So this is sorted. But you can see something like, can do it like this, then you put it here. Good. Then the next thing we want to show, total revenue. We also want to show, total orders. Total orders that was made, that was placed. So I'll put this customer ID. I'll put the ID here, 700 customer. So it's counted it. This is a count. In case it didn't count for you, if it shows you some, you come here and just change it to count. So there's a difference between count and distinct count. I believe you already know that. So if you use distinct count, it is going to just count. It is not going to repeat anything. So you can see it is only 5 customers that we have. That's why it is showing you 5, only 5 customers. Remember, from that cookies customers table. But if you now change it to count, it is counting all the orders that were placed by those 5 customers. So some customers placed multiple times, hundreds and hundreds of times. That's why it's showing you. So this is going to be total orders. So we change it to total orders. So I'm just simply going to come here, come to general, put a title, turn on title, call it what? Total orders. That's the name. Then good. So I will not format this one. I'll just leave it. Then I'll do the next one. What do we want to bring out again? We want to show total units sold. I guess it should be the same. Okay, no, it's not the same thing with total this thing. This is total unit of products that was sold, you see. So I want to change the name to, come to title, turn on title, change the name to total units sold. Good. Then I'll leave it. So I'll come here. This is it. So you can see that will have all of these things. So because I have already formatted this one, I don't need to suffer myself formatting this ones again. All I need to do is just to come here, click on this one. Now, I want to do something because if you look at it, it is just here. But if you look at the other one, let me show you this again. Can you see that these ones are fine? That's a way. Look at, you can see the line. See these lines here, the way they are separated, you know. Now let's apply that. Instead of, you can see our own, they are just lying there. Let's add something like shadow. Then I'll click on this one. I'll go to my formatting again. Then I go to general formatting. I go to effects. Then I can see shadow. I'll turn on shadow. You can see that's giving it shadow. You can even put the color of the shadow you want. Maybe I want it to be red. You can see the back will be red, but I think I prefer this one so that it will match this color. Let's try black. Okay, that's fine. So you see the way it is now, it's very fine. So I can, instead of repeating the same thing for all of them, I can just copy this style here and transfer it to all this one. So I'll just come here, click on this one, come to Format Painter. Format Painter, I'll click on it. I'll come here, just click on this one. It gives it the same format. So you see, it gave it million because this one, we formatted it in million. So we have to go and correct that because it's showing 00 because it's in 100, it's in 100, it's not up to million. So I'll come to color value, come to millions, change it to auto 700. Did you see that? Which is good. So I'll just correct the shape. Good. Then I'll come here, just copy the same thing. This one is a million. Let's just copy the same thing. I'll come here, copy format, put the formats here. It formats it for us. Then let's give it a little space. Then this should be this. It should be good. So can you see how it's turning out? Very clean, very beautiful, and very sleek. So you can do that as means you can add more, maybe add one more card, KPI card. Maybe you want to see total number of products. So of course, we have seen the total number of revenue that was generated. We've seen the total number of orders we received. We have seen the total number of units sold, but units of what did we sell? What did you generate this from? So we have to show how many products we have. Maybe that will help. So we'll just bring it. That's really no, it is you that's the analyst now that knows what you want to show. You're the one doing the presentation, so you know what to present. You know what you want to present to them. So you want to put products here, chocolate chips. So it will take the first product. So you come here, first product, you change it to count. You can see 700, but you don't want to show all the 700, right? You just want to show only the number of products we have. You use distinct count to give you 5. Is it 6 products we have? Let's go and check. This is the product table. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 products in JC. If we didn't show this now, how will we know? We wouldn't have known, right? That we have only 6 products in this. That, like, we have only 6 products that generated this revenue. We have about 700 orders that was placed. So 1.13 million of these 6 products among this, like, repeatedly, people were buying repeatedly and all that. So what do? We give it a title. Come here, come to general, click on title, turn on the title, then put on the title you want to give it. So we want to call it products. Just call it products. I think that would be good. Product. So that's all. We'll come here, we'll copy the style. Just go to Format Painter, click here. It gives it the style that we want. Good. So this is looking good already. Then we'll now start building our visual. Maybe, what's the time? We'll have just 3 minutes. So maybe we want to just show so this is total revenue. Let's see the revenue by product. So we just come here. What do we use? We use this one. We use this one. They want the revenue to be there. We want the products to be there as well. So this is the revenue by products. This is it. So because these names are long, we don't want people to bend to read our name. We'll use this one. You can see. So we want it to take 2 of this thing. Then let's see if we'll use this one. If it is still bending, so we'll use this one. So now we have to format this chart because there are so many information. There's grid line here, which is distracting. There is this name product, this label is distracting. So I'm still here, clicked here. I don't need this filter. I'll just close it so that I can have more space. Then I'll come to where, once this is clicked, I'll come to format your visual. It will bring up everything that I need to use to format my visual. My y-axis, I don't need to do anything there. It's very okay. All I want to remove in y-axis is this sum of revenue, which is the label. So the values, if I turn off the value, everything will go off, which is not what I want. I need the value so that I'll know which each of these thing. Title, I'll turn off title because I don't need it, this thing. I don't need title for my y-axis, x-axis. Yeah, y-axis, sorry. I'll turn off title. That is gone, which is good. I'll close it. Then open my x-axis. I want to do the same thing. I'll turn off title. Good. My chart is already looking good. Grid lines. I open grid lines. See, I don't want it. It's gone. I'll close grid lines. What else? Why don't right? What else? So if I want to change the color of these bars, look at the color I'm using here. And this green, if I like this blue, it's fine. I can leave it, but I don't think I like it. I'll open my, see all the grid. See the color here. If I want to change it to this color, it's not good. It's looking so I'll use, let me use this one. This is better. It is not too shouty, like it's not too bright, It's better like this. And there's another thing you can also do. You can also give hierarchy, like gradients, to all of these. This is the longest one, and this is the shortest one. So we can just, you can see it's all categories all. I can choose only one. So this longest one is chocolate chips. Sorry. I can choose only chocolate chips. I'll choose it. Then I want to make it maybe stronger. Can use this one. You see, it's stronger. Then I'll change this one. This one is if you want to do kind of a very good job, like you see, the lower it gets, the fainter, it will be getting faint. Then this one will be, can choose this one. Then this one will be, I'll choose the next one. Then this one will be, let's say this one. Then I'll choose the next one. Sugar. Then this one will be this. So you see? And then the last one will be this. So it can be like this. So this is a third way of showing hierarchy. Like at a glance, this person can already see that this is the fullest one, right? But you don't have to do this. It's not really necessary, but if you just want to show your skill. But now look at the color we are using here. Look, I said the color doesn't match. And these things are too bold and too, they shouldn't shout, you should know how to package your work to look, so you can reduce the fonts, and all that, and make sure the colors are matching. So our color has to, uh, let's see, where do we even put that color? Sometimes you see the color here. So we can just use this one, or we can even just use black, because there's really no point using colors and all that. So we can reduce the size. The size is too big. Can reduce like maybe 35 or 30. Good. You can see. So that it won't be too loud. Then we can reduce this one. Even this title, we can bring this one here. Then the title, open it, reduce the font, the font. Yeah, you can see. I think it looks good now. So instead of repeating the same thing, I'll just go to my format painter, paste it here, change this one to what's auto. Then I'll copy my format painter, bring it here. My format painter, bring it here. So reduce the sizes. I think it's making more sense now. This one, bring it here. This one, bring it here. So I can reduce this one. I can change this to auto. Good. So is it not better? I think this is better. This one can come up. Then this one can reduce a bit. Good. So that I can add more visual to my. Then what else? These numbers here, it will still make me to start tracing. For me to know this value, you see, I can't even tell what is this number. Then this one is 1.05 million. I can't even be sure that it is exactly. So this one now, I don't even know what to call it because it doesn't even match anywhere. So to avoid that, let's just remove this and put those figures to tell us the exact, for chocolate chip, this is the exact amount. So I'll come here, I'll come to, you can see data label. You turn on data label, you can see that's giving you the exact amount in million that each of them is. You can also format your data label, just open it, then come to formatting auto. So you can see, you can choose where it should be, whether it's inside, whether it should be outside. You see, you can choose where it should be. Then you can also put title to them, but it doesn't make sense within title. Look at the values. I can turn it off, I can turn it on. Then I can now modify it the way I want. I can, increase the size, reduce the size, make it bold, make it faint, change the color, whatever I want, change the units. The units is in million. If I want them in thousand, I'll do it like this. You see, to give me the exact figure in thousand, but I think we wanted it in million, so it should be in million. Then detail, you can also add, you can even add background to it and all of that. So now that we have the data label on them, we no longer need this one. So it should go the value. So this is your y-axis, right? So we want the value. No, this should be x-axis. So we want the values to go. Good, they are gone. So now you see our chart looks better. So, but that's something people do. You can use background. I didn't even show you. Okay, I think I told you, but you can put a background to this thing. Like you can come to insert. Let me see if we have 14 people. Yeah, good. We have you can put your background, put shape, and just put a shape here now. These shapes will be your background. You can make your background look really good. Maybe you want this side. Maybe you want to put slicers this side. So you can reduce this thing and reduce it to this point. So you can shift all your work to this point. You can move all your visual to this point. Then you can put something like a background here. So this place now will contain your slicers. Then maybe the same background, copy it and paste. So this one you want to have it here. You want to bring this one. This now be your heading. That your heading. So you can design your background in such a way that some people even used to have templates. You can have templates online or download or design it in Canva or anywhere. Then you just come and insert it and then start putting your work on top. So this one now I have to move it to the back. Where is our data format? So you move it to the back so that when you come, it's still in the front. You move it to the back. Send to the back. Good. It's now at the back. You see, so we can move this one. What is this one? Where is it coming from? Okay, it's the first background that we used. So you see, so We now have a new background. You can put many things in this your background. So now this one has to be white if you want to maintain this blue. But you can make your blue, maybe let's use a dark blue here. You can come to your format, style. This will be in style. You can use something dark like this. It can be, your design is your design anyway. It's your skill, however you want it to be. So now you can change this text color to effect. You can change the text color. Is it effect? Okay, sorry, you need to highlight it. Good. I think white will not be bad. Effect. Effects. Oh, sorry. Let me highlight this, then change the color to white. So I think this is good now. Can reduce this font if you want. Then you can, some people also put a background. You can also, now I didn't show you the measurement. This thing has measurements. You just come here. Sorry, let me remove. Like before you start your work, the size, I mean the size of this place now, the entire place you're using. You come here, you can format it. You can see page for information. You can see overview is the name that we named it. Then this is it's not really, this is canvas setting. You can come to your canvas setting. The size is 16 points. You can see different sizes that you can select. You can even do custom, like the size of this entire space that you're using to do your, but we are using 16.9. So you can also come to your Canva background. You can also change the background to maybe something like this. You can see it is transparent. It's 100% transparent. You reduce it, you can now see the background has changed to what you want. You can even change it to something. If the color you want is not here, you can click on more colors and then maybe change it something a bit white. Good. Not so white. You just have to sharpen your design skill, your creativity skill. Okay, good. So this is one way of having your background. Why some people like to just use a shape, just collect, insert, use shape, just choose this shape now to do the entire background, while other people would prefer to use a template that they've designed. So for templates now, you can do something like have a template where you want to put all this your card. Let's say we want to put all our card in a shape. I can just come to insert. We are done. We'll close in the next. We borrowed 13 minutes that we lost. So 12, 13, just 1 minute. So I can use this shape now. I can say, okay, this one is going to be my KPI card to be here. This is just to help you design, just like template. I think we did templates in this thing. I can just, put a style. I want to color it. Maybe I want to, give it a color. It should be something like this. Good. So I can put all my KPI cards inside this one. I'll put all my KPI cards. It just gives your work a kind of so everything is going inside. So I'll bring it to the back, I'll send this one to the back. Good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, good. So I'll make it align to fit in. This is not really necessary though. You see that we were able to do everything even without any template from the beginning. But I just wanted to show you that what is possible in case you're such an artistic person that wants to really show your design skill. And you not say that I did not teach you how to show your skill. So this is how. What you can do here is unlimited. In fact, you can do so many beautiful things that will amaze any person that sees it. But while doing whatever you're doing, don't forget that the data is the most important thing and not design. Nobody cares about your design. No matter how many hours you put into designing a great work, nobody really cares about it. It's the data, the information you're passing. So you can see there are grid lines in all these things. This grid line here, you can even spot it. Even this one has something, something like a blue grid line. You can remove them. Like this grid line now can come to style and remove border, turn it off. See, it's gone. The one that is showing is for this one. If I come here and turn it off as well, border is gone. So, but we can still spot this white space. Why? Okay, let me see. Okay, now it's gone. It's because of this. There was a space. I'll extend this one. So we can no longer see that space. So this one, let's just add one more visual and see before we close. Just what else should we look for here? We want to check open more table, cities or country. We want to know the country that gave us the highest order, units sold. So let's do that. Or the units sold, or let me look for the product that gave us the highest profits. So in that case, we have to add a profits column. We have to add a profit column. If you want to do that, you know how to do that already. Just go to transform and add new column. Revenue per cookie, units sold. So we want to know the country that gave us. We'll click on country, and then we'll click on units sold. Guess what? It's not working because we didn't select a. So let's use this one. We want to know the country that gave us the units sold. Units sold now. It's not working. Units sold by country. You can also bring this one, bring country to the y-axis. Oh, it's not working. So country, put the country here. Units sold. I don't know, maybe we are choosing the wrong. Okay, let's do by city. We really want to know the units sold. Let's try city. Okay, Green Bay, you can see by city. Okay, these are the different cities and the unit that was sold in those cities. Good. So you can see that. Let me try to replicate. I can just copy everything here and format it into this one. But because they are not the same, let me see. Okay, good. It gave us all the formatting. You see? Let's bring this one down a bit. Bring this one up a bit. So it gave us the same, everything formatted automatically. You don't have to do it one by one. So now you see, there are other formats. You can also, make your work beautiful. Now, I was trying to design templates. Template also has to do with this one. You can also choose template for your listeners. You can see these charts are just there. So let's add a template, then we'll close. Insert. You can come to shape. You can use any shape you want. You can use this one. You can use this one. You can use this one. Let's try to use, which one should we use? Let's use this one. Okay, let's use this one. So something like this will do. Something like this. So want to remove the background. Let's see if we can remove the background. Yes, want the border shape. The shape we choose is okay. Then I want to change the background to white. Good. Then we want to send it back. Okay. We don't even want any background. Let's come here. If we come here, come to effects, background. The background is transparent. Let's put it to transparent. So the shape is where the shape should be transparent. Good. So you see, is it not looking good? I think it's looking good. Okay. So we can bring this title now to the middle. Can bring this one to the middle. So you see how we are actually arranging our work. Title. You see the title, sum of revenue. So this title is very important. Sum of revenue by product. So this is just going to be total revenue by product, or just revenue by product is fine. Then I want it to be in the middle. I'll bring it to the middle. You can see. Is this not looking better? This is good, right? So we can just apply the same thing here, but it will not apply the template to it's just this title that it will bring to the middle for us. Good. So we can change the title self. It's not sum of units sold by city. So it's going to just be units sold by city. Units sold by city. Good. So we can just bring these are templates. Sorry. So your template is your template though. You can copy, you can do your own design to look anyhow you want it. So I'll bring these templates here. This is good. I think it's good like this. Somebody's writing on the board. So I think I'll stop here. I know some of you are already sleeping, so that you don't sleep off inside this class. Let's stop here. Maybe we'll continue next time. I want to take questions now before we go. Let's take questions before we go. Any questions?
Excuse me, sir. How were you going backward and forward when you were arranging those KPI cards then? I didn't know what you clicked on.
These KPI cards.
Yes, it was going backward. You brought it back forward. Please, what did you click that brought it forward?
This is the shape. If I click on this shape now, it's here.
Oh,
So I'll go to
okay.
format. I'll come to format. I'll
Format,
see
okay.
send backward. You can see
Backward.
send
Okay,
backward.
okay.
If I want to bring the shape forward, so whatever you click, if it is the reason why I clicked on the shape and not these cards is because the card
Yeah,
is 4. If I do for 1, I have
okay.
to do 4 times. So I'll just use the shape which cuts across the 4 of them, and then I'll come
Okay.
here and then do send backward. It goes back.
Okay.
That's how to do it.
Thank you.
So the best way
Thank
to
you.
learn this thing is just by practicing it. There's no magic. If you don't practice it, forget about it. You can never, no matter how many times you watch the video, it's by practicing it, doing. In fact, all these things, knowing which one to use, all of these things, getting used to all these things is by practicing it. So therefore, I am going to give you an assignment to build, to do the same data set. I've dropped it in the group already. I don't know why it's not dropping, but you're going to build your own dashboard. Then I'm going to give you the KPIs to things to bring out. I don't know. No, I don't want to give you. Just build just do what you can so that everybody will not do the same thing. Bring out the data, the analysis you can do here. Like design your dashboard, bring out the analysis you can do. Then you remember, sorry, you remember we reserved here for the KP, for what we reserved here for is for slicers. So you want to
Slicer.
put a slicer. So you just come here. You come to your shapes. The shapes, this thing is gone. When you click outside here, you can see here, you put your slicers. So you can have as many
Okay.
slicers. Your slicer can be anywhere anyways. It must not be here.
Mm.
But it's just the way I want my own design to be. That's why I put it here. So I'll put my slicer here. I want to have as many slicers as I just want to have 3 slicers. I'll put one here, put one here. I think they are too long. I just want to have space. Then I put one here.
Mm.
I have 3 slicers. So it is now it's left for you to know what you want to slice. Obviously here, it's going to be by product. I want to know which of the products. So here it's going to be by product. So I'll just put product there in this slicer. So the slicer, you can see how the slicer is. I can also style my slicer, I can say, okay, I don't want to have all the products for me to be selecting. I can have it drop down. I'll just come here, see slicer setting, vertical. I want to be in tiles. You can see it's in tiles now. But it's always drop down. I like using drop down. I use drop down. See. So when you come, if you want to slice anything, you just drop down and slice by sugar. Everything is for sugar. I don't want it. I close. Then the other settings you can do to your slicer, any kind of setting you want. So I can choose to slicer header products. So products is there. Can write anything you want, but I think the person is product. Slice filter by products. You can still filter by products. Then the values. So the value is the thing inside. You can slice it. You can just do your design. You can come here. You can put a title. You can put effects. Maybe we can put shadow in this slicer. Shadow. Yeah, good. The shadow is good. So if I copy this, put it here. Oh, I have not put what I want to slice here. So maybe we want to, now, you're going to have more visuals, right? You can even have a next page. You're going to have more visuals. So maybe in the next visual, you want to slice by city. You just bring in city here. So you can see cities here. If in the next one, you want to slice by any other thing, maybe by, you may want to slice by names, by states. You can want to start by states or products. You already have products. You can want to start by you can put states here. So by the time I have more visual, so I want to copy what I did here into this one so that we change it to drop down. Drop down. Good. So guys, I think we can call it a night. This is looking good, even though it's a half dashboard, but it's good. All right. Any other question before I close? Want the
Hello,
question?
sir. How are you?
I'm good, Cindy Way.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry that my question maybe it's gonna sound silly, but I need to ask it because I'm starting to give up sometimes. Maybe I think I will not make it.
Hmm?
So,
Mm.
sir,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yes, I'm asking if how long did it take you to become the professional data analyst? Do you think by practicing only we can become professional, or how often can we practice this data?
Mm. Cindy Way.
Say,
Okay, you want to know how long?
yes, how long did it took you to become professional? Do
I
you
think
think by practice?
it
Yes.
boils down to your practice. That's why I always emphasize on practice. You can become a professional in 1 month, and but if you're practicing, that's the main thing. But you can spend a whole year learning one thing if you're not practicing it and becoming better every day. So it's just by practicing. This project I gave, this assignment I give now, do it while practicing. You're learning. In fact, you're going to become perfect. You're going to master all of these things. Once you master it, you're going to know all of this thing. Like this class now, I didn't prepare for it. I just came back and it was already 8 p.m. and I just jumped into it. But because there's nothing new inside this Power BI here. That's nothing absolutely new. It is something I've done over and over. Like I do data sets, I've done it over and over. I've done projects. So there's nothing to practice before coming to class. There's nothing to rehearse or anything. I already know it. Even if I'm sleeping and you wake me up and bring me to Power BI, unless there's any new feature, and any feature I can easily just look at it because it's something I've done. Do you get? So it's really based
Yes.
on practice. You just need to practice. Nothing is hard here. Nothing. Everything here is just the same way you press your phone. That's the same way it
Mm.
is here. But there are things you learn in your phone while pressing them. So it's just same thing. You just come here, practice. Then when you have challenges, ask questions, and that question is solved. You've learned that thing. You've never have that question again because you've learned it. And you can only learn it while because you only ask that question because you practice. And like there are some guys that told me, they were asking me some cool questions about the data set they were working on, that Titanic data set, and I was happy because they are really practicing and learning it. So that's just the magic. That it's not about time. There's somebody you can be in a class with, and because they practice every time, they know it. And you spend like 6 months, 1 year. Some people even give up and say they're not doing it again because they think it's hard. But once you start practicing, it's
Mm.
not hard. It's just normal thing. So that's it. But you'll be
Okay.
good, Cindy. You're putting in the work. You're really doing great. So I just want to see more work from you. Practice. Send me your dashboard. And all that. In
Okay,
fact,
so I'm motivated.
most companies are switching to Power BI, even those people that were using Tableau before, because Power BI is more flexible, is better. So there are people working as Power BI analysts. Is a full-time career. Power BI analyst. They earn 65, 70, 75K in the UK, in the US, 50, $65, $80. Just doing this thing that I did, this thing now that I did now, that's all, nothing else. The only other part is that you have to do, because for you to come to this Power BI, remember you have to do your analysis. You must have finished doing your analysis, like, do your data cleaning and all that. But here we didn't do any data cleaning in this data because it's already clean. It's something we've used over and over again. We've cleaned it over time. But sometimes in company data, you have to, clean it, do analysis, do everything. Then come here. This is like your final. You're now building a report. This is what you're going to present to your stakeholders in the meeting. So there are people working as BI analysts. That's their job. They just know how to use Power BI and that's all. And they are making millions and millions of money from it. You see. So this is a full-time job, like a full-time career that can actually change your life. Most of the interview you go for, they will test you on Power BI and SQL, which is all we're going to do next, SQL. So that's it.
Mm.
Any
Okay.
question? Yeah, any other question before we go? All right. In absence of any other question, we'll call it a night. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Please do your assignments. This thing we've done now, bring the data, design your work. And let's just have a minimum of 5 charts. I want to have minimum of 4 charts. All right. You can have as many charts in your dashboard as possible, but it must not be. My own is 2 charts. This is one. This is two. Right. So you must have minimum of 4 charts in your assignment that you're going to submit. You can decide to have continue in the next page open another page and all that, but make sure it is not less than 4 charts. All right. So you can have many things here. You can just, plot different charts from this place. All right. See you guys on Tuesday. Bye.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Sorry. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah. Good night.
Bye.